Edge of Tomorrow is about this character, Major William Cage. He's played by Tom Cruise, and you may know Tom Cruise as the master of running really fast and pretty ridiculously, yet it's still awesome. In this movie, he is drafted into the war, and at first, he's not a war guy. You learn earlier in the movie that he can't even handle a paper cut, yet he gets drafted, and you see him die. These creatures called mimics come, they kill everybody on the beach that's invading to stop them because those creatures are taking over the European side of the world. Sorry, I just forgot what geography was. But one of these mimics, he blasts one mimic, but its blood melts off his face, but then he wakes up. And you learn that he's repeating the same day over and over and over again. So now we have to find out what's going on and how this is happening with the help of Emily Blunt's character, Rita. Edge of Tomorrow, I had a lot of skepticism going in because I was afraid it was going to be like Oblivion, where I thought it was going to be awesome, yet it turned out to be a little bit meh. Not the case here. Doug Liman, director of Bourne Identity and Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Wow, this is a really incredible sci-fi film. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. The action is awesome. There are some instances, a couple seconds, where I couldn't tell what was going on, but other than that, I can see, and it was really cool, see it in IMAX 3D. That's the best way you can view this movie. A lot of movies lately, IMAX 3D, apparently. But Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt have great chemistry on screen, and Tom Cruise especially, he's not the major kick-butt guy that you see him in most movies. He starts out a little bit weak, but later on he turns into it after repeating the day and knowing what's going to happen. And, it's basically Groundhog Day with science fiction, even though I have no idea what Groundhog Day is. I know that it has the same kind of scenario. Creatures they call mimics look awesome. They cause a lot of damage. They also look really cool and lead to great action scenes. And the story is also really, it's so great. I was never confused, because if you're confused, then you're probably not thinking. I don't mean to offend anyone, but if you're confused by how this all works in the movie, then you probably weren't thinking. Think, people, think. It's a movie, not a thing that hooks up to your brain and explains everything. This is a movie that is so incredible and so unique that I'm afraid that I know it's going to be dominated in the box office this weekend because of something called The Fault in Our Stars. You probably have heard of it because everyone at my school is apparently reading it now, so maybe other people will be interested in seeing it. The Fault in Our Stars will dominate the box office. Haven't seen it, but Edge of Tomorrow definitely should get close. I don't want it to bomb because you have to see it. It's awesome. Go see it now. Literally now. Sorry for that weird way of pronouncing that. Is it as good as Godzilla? No. Is it as good as X-Men Days of Future Past? No. But it's still unique. It's still awesome. Despite some instances where I couldn't tell what was going on screen, I still had fun with this movie. It's definitely a classic already. It's amazing. Great CGI, great action scenes, great story, great emotion of character and acting. Almost everything about this movie was flawless. So I'm going to give Edge of Tomorrow an A. I definitely need to tell you this because it will be dominated by Fault in Our Stars, but it needs to get close. Go see Edge of Tomorrow. Please. It is cool. Please, can you see it? Please. So have you guys seen Edge of Tomorrow yet, or last night, or whatever? Leave it in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys thought of it. And as always, make sure to subscribe. I'm Jackson Fulcher. See you guys next time.